looking for that Natsumi hero. They do have the PA. If Natsumi does want to take, he doesn't have any kind of inbuilt power with the Magnus this game, but could work out for them.
Open mic, let's go.
5 seconds remaining.
And we are live.
Radiant team.
Oh yeah, so yes, this is gonna be the final day for the group stages of BTS Pro Series Season 4. Alright, for Dota 2, for the, of course, Southeast Asia region, we're gonna be covering the last 4 matchups, last 4 games that will be happening. Neon versus TNC, best of 2, and also the other would be, hold up.
Stages of BTS Pro Series.
Yeah, there's gonna be another matchup after this between after TNC and Neon. There's gonna be, well, that's gonna be the final match for the group stages. That will be MG Trust versus Team Dog. So by the way, just a heads up to our viewers here, if you are going to rewind, yes, the score for today is 2-0. Fnatic versus 1-2-0 against Vice. A tie between T1 and Execration. But let's see if this is going to be a tie between Neon and TNC, or is it going to be a 2-0? But the question is, who is going to get it? So yeah, let's talk about the bans right now. I mean, there has already been the picks from Neon. Looks like they actually took Mars away from TNC, which has been used by TNC effectively with their Mars Phoenix combo on the offline. We've seen that multiple times already in the past and also on this series. However, looks like TNC is going to go for a Shadow Shaman, which is not picked that much. What's going to be the second pick? Woohoo! Morphling for Gabby. So yeah, what are we expecting on the draft right now? Undying is really a famous support hero being picked here. The only unusual heroes here that is being picked are the picks from TNC, which was not picked by the previous two. I mean, on the previous matchups. But Mars and Undying, we've been seeing these two heroes, a lot in action on the group stages. So question is, do we see picks that was already picked on the previous matchups, or can we see unusual or surprise picks appearances from heroes like the ones TNC picked? So yeah, fill me in, B. Fill us in, B.
This Shaman, I've been seeing Tim's play a lot of Shaman for the past few days now. I've been watching most of the pro players play their pubs, what they use, what's currently the thing, how they play the lane. So Tim's use this Shadow Shaman pretty well in lane. Also the Undying, the reason why it's popular is because you do one thing and one thing only. You bully out the lane very easily. You help your safe lane farm in the first 5 to 7 minutes of the game, and you can easily suicide without getting any bad things happening to you in your team. If you die, you just go back to base, refill your bottle for your mid laner. Also, Morphling is a good reaction pick to the Undying and to the Mars. So you have Replicate, you could have your own set of tombstones. You could also have a spear that may come in handy later in your team fights.
I guess this is a combo for the offlane because Undying could also use his tombstone on the other side of the arena, because what the TNC was doing with their Phoenix up Mars combo before would be they would be using the Arena of Blood, then out of nowhere, if Mars will be using his spear towards the other, I mean, let's say on the left side of the or should I say on the north part of the arena, to ram someone with the damage from the Arena of Blood. On the southern part of the Arena of Blood would be the Phoenix preparing to break out from the egg and stun everyone on its area, which is, by the way, a very, very effective AoE stun that has a
remaining.
a huge area that could catch anyone within its within its grasp
It also
or
pierces
within
BKB.
that area. Yes, it also pierces BKB, right? You
Yeah,
know this.
yeah, that's what I said.
Ah, yeah. So there are like, so as far as I know, there are like two BKB piercing stuns. One would be from Beastmaster and of course the Phoenix.
TNC Predator's turn to pick.
You also see something
Yeah.
banned. The Magnus also has RP. Also the Bat Rider with the flaming lasso. So there are a lot of heroes that has been banned that goes through the
Mm-hmm.
BKB. So also
Mm-hmm.
one
10 seconds
notable
remaining.
enemy of a Morphling is
Mm-hmm.
also a anti-mage, so
5
that's why
seconds
TNC
remaining.
also banned the anti-mage.
Mm-hmm.
So Morphling without mana is not a Morphling at all. So what
Mm-hmm.
use of his skills and his attribute shift if you don't have mana to use it,
Mm-hmm.
right?
True. So this will be, and this could really be of great help for everyone on, I mean, on the side of
Radiant's
TNC.
team
Oh yeah, Morphling is one of the Gabby's. Um, there you go, Phoenix once again. Phoenix, of course, definitely that's gonna be used by Tim's. Unless Tim's is gonna go for Shadow Shaman, because Shadow Shaman could also be a good position for hero, because he's gonna be the one who's
10
roaming
seconds
around setting
remaining.
place. I mean, what do you think? Because we've seen Phoenix use as a 5,
5
but
seconds
TNC
remaining.
also use heavily as a 4. So
This
for
is
this
a five.
matchup,
I think this is a five for sure. Febby has
yeah.
been spamming this hero the entire tournament. I think
Mm-hmm.
he played in less than five heroes already.
Mm-hmm.
He's been playing like some Omni Knights, Vengeful
Mm,
Spirits,
Wind
Phoenixes.
Ranger.
So
I guess this is.
this is their first hero that can address the egg of the Phoenix. I think they
Mm-hmm.
should really pick more heroes that can maybe try to counteract with the Phoenix.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
So if this would be their offlane matchup for Neon Esports and TNC, if they would be laning with Morphling Phoenix against Mars Windranger, this Morphling would really have a hard time. I think that they should try to
Radiant's
adjust
team
this Morphling in
Mm-hmm.
case, so that maybe they could try to
Bloodseeker.
put the Morphling in the mid instead. Because if you lane against a Mars, if you're a Morphling, you wouldn't really have a anything to do in the lane. You can't even walk up to creeps if you are against Mars, because just
10
with
Mm-hmm.
just one
seconds remaining.
spear, one shackle from the Wind
5
Ranger, that
seconds
you could
remaining.
possibly fall
Mm-hmm.
in the first two
Mm-hmm.
levels of the game. So Bloodseeker also a good pick against the Wind Ranger and the Mars, so that once you he even puts down the arena, could still put down the blood right to stop some of the damage that's coming in for your team to silence them. Also
Radiant's
the Wind
team
Ranger, pesky little hero that runs around the map, so just rupture him, then you would
Woo!
stop him from doing what he wants. So Apparition,
A
the
counter for
best counter,
Morphling.
yeah, the best counter to
Mm-hmm.
Morphling and the Phoenix heals, and also the Bloodseeker heals that we would be seeing later on.
10 seconds
So the
remaining.
thirst coming from the lane, he wouldn't be
5
also
seconds
be able
remaining.
to life steal if he kills
TNC
somebody.
Predator's
So
turn to pick.
um, great pick for the side of Neon. However, their picks are already like so open that you would know what's coming next, and their game plan to react to the Morphling with the Ancient Apparition leaves
10
them kind of
seconds remaining.
vulnerable to many of the carries that TNC could pick up, because they could also use this as a mid Morphling instead and try to pick up another safe lane hero for the side of TNC Predator.
10 seconds remaining.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean, they do know
TNC
how to. I
Predator is
mean,
now
Neon
in
clearly know
battle.
how to handle Morphling. That's a good pick. But the question here is, they also do have something to counter Wind Ranger, which will be Bloodseeker. Because if this Wind Ranger will be running away using his Wind Run, there is the rupture that will put him in place, and they do have the
10
necessary
seconds
tools
remaining.
and the skills to
5 seconds
take down the Wind Ranger because this hero could really be irritating. If TNC do have a Shadow Shaman who can use his ulti to take down the tower, this time on Neon Esports they do have Wind Ranger who can use his Focus Fire on towers or on structures. But they're gonna go for a final pick, Chaos Knight. Final bands of Neon is gonna be Invoker and QOP, Queen of Pain. And on the side of TNC, their final bans is Ro and Spectre. They also do not want to give out Spectre because they're gonna go for a Morphling. So yeah, definitely this is gonna be the final pick would be a mid lane hero or maybe a carry because Morphling could also be used in the mid lane. But for me, I mean for you B, I mean which is better, a Morphling that's playing on the mid lane or playing as a carry?
For this game, it's going to be mid, yeah, because he can't really lane against the Mars and the Wind Ranger. So yeah, it will be a mid
Ah.
Morphling and a safe lane Sven.
And there you go. We are going to be seeing Superman once more on this matchup. Yep. Which is a good counter, by the way, for the Chaos Knight. Man, that's the problem here. Neon forgot to pick, or to, should I say, ban the hero that could counter him easily, which is going to put them in a bind. And this is also going to be a problem because if Sven has already, let's say, is on God's strength and the Greater Cleave is already maxed out, watch out. You guys from Neon should get away and avoid the cleaving damage coming from Gabby's Sven.
I
We've
think
seen Raven play this hero, but I'm not sure what Gabby, if we've seen him play this one. But yeah, go ahead, B.
I think the Chaos Knight is alright against the Sven since it's not going to be played as a carry anyway. It's just going to be a support. So we would be seeing a safe lane Wind Ranger and the mid Mars. So I think Gabby was the one who played that first as a safe lane Wind Ranger. So we would be seeing it
Mhm.
for the side of Neon instead. So kind of a fresh take on the hero
But by
for
the
the
way,
side of Neon.
something that I do notice for TNC, if they really play, this has been since to TI6. If this team is playing on the dire side, they have a higher win rate percent.
It's very easier to manage the map if you are on the dire side because there are easier jungle creeps to stack, and also your triangle is much safer than the radiant side.
Which I should say, they should. I mean, Ice Frog should do something about that to to even out the odds.
I think it's all right. It doesn't really determine like the game winning factor. It's just like
Maybe
a
there's a
small
bit percentage.
percentage,
Uh huh.
but not really notable. It's just good to have on your side, but not really that much you can um, like benefit from, I would say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is true indeed. But yeah, let's see how it is gonna go down on this matchup. Mm-hmm.
So this is an off lane apparition, I believe, because Skem is playing it and he's now the off lane, surprisingly,
Huh?
of Neon
Pl-
Esports. Yeah,
I know that play hard is actually a position 4. I mean, am I seeing this right?
yeah,
Johnwell at the position 5, so position for Chaos Knight?
yeah. It's a support Chaos Knight.
I guess they're doing this to really the ancient apparition on the necessary level spikes, because if it's gonna be CK, I guess that's a good adjustment, by the way, by Neon Esports, because if they do not do something about Morphling, if they do not have an ancient apparition that is really leveled up that much, they would have a problem with Morphling when this hero goes too damn strong. But in a sense, they could still help hold their ground against TNC. But I mean, I've been making predictions, and those predictions always fail. But yeah, I really could say that the lineup of TNC here is really, really scary.
Yeah, I would also side for TNC. Not this is me not being biased, but I
The
think
draft.
the ancient apparition pick was too much. They shouldn't really invest in countering the morphling, since this is going to be a mid morphling anyway. Because even if you pick an ancient apparition, then that means that you will just be the primary target of the morphling. He wouldn't even let you use your ultimate to even set it off. And also, this is a mid morphling, so you wouldn't really see him um, around the creep waves at bottom or top,
Mm-hmm.
so you wouldn't really have the chance to like stun him, and you don't really have that much of sure stuns that you could throw. I mean, you have shackle shot that you can evade using the waveform. You can also have the same thing, the chaos bolt. It's a projectile that you would see coming from a mile away. Also, the spear.
Mm-hmm.
We all know that these are pro players, and their reaction to those kind of stuff are just like natural. So like the inhuman reactions of these players are like unbelievable. So I think they heavily invested to the ancient apparition to the extent that it's no longer needed. That they just put themselves at a disadvantage rather than an advantage. But let's see,
Mm-hmm.
maybe God knows, they might pull off a rabbit out of the hat, and they might execute the strategy well enough that they could win, even if this Morphling already has a BKB, a Lincoln, Zascadi. Because the only
Mm-hmm.
problem here is if, yeah, your strategy works, fine. But after the 20-30 minute mark, it doesn't. So then you just lose. Your strategy just falls off, right? So that's the story of Neon this tournament, right? So they win the early
Mm-hmm.
game. But
Mm-hmm.
the late
The
game,
problem is during the mid game they dwindle down. By the late game they die.
yeah, that's
They just
why I
die
think
out.
it's not a strategy that they are used to, maybe,
Uh huh.
or but they have been implementing it since the past tournament, even with a different roster. They have been best at like pressuring the early game, but their
Mm-hmm.
problem was really in closing out the game. So maybe that's the thing that they would really need to step up, like the decision making, the discipline when it comes to team fighting, who to target, what to itemize. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think they would see some sunlight after, or when the DPC season comes.
But I would definitely suggest that Neon Esports. You know what? Let's just talk about more about Neon because I mean it's not being biased, ladies and gentlemen, to all of our viewers here. We're just talking about the state of mind, state of place coming from Neon Esports. Neon Esports is, has potential. They are really performing when it comes to tier two or tier three tournaments, but when it comes to tier one tournaments, they really cannot stand or should I say, match up against the Giants. That's the issue here because they need to do something really to, to stop, let's say, this tier one teams from really securing those wins, and so that they could have a better chance on faring well throughout the tournament. I mean, not saying that they should win. Everyone wants to win, but the problem is who who is hungrier.
Yeah,
That's always going to be the question. Who's hungrier to win? Who wants to prove something better to win? Because the problem here is this: we've been seeing that there's a lot of misplays, a lot of holes in their game. Because just like yesterday, they should have won a game against Fnatic. The problem is their heroes, their players from position 1 to 4, they are thinking twice of throwing out those skills, those big skills. And take note, these are not just some ultis like a Morphling's morph that would be up in a few seconds, or maybe someone else's, or maybe let's say like a Finger of Death of Lion. These are like huge team fight ultis that they can use, that they can layer out for a combo, for a wombo combo. The problem is they do not have like this, this mentality of making decisions right away. or let's just say they're afraid of making decisions on the fly. That's one factor that the Fnatic use against them to really punish them on the game.
Yeah, hesitation
And
is a really great factor when it comes to
yes,
this game.
the moment you doubt yourself, that will be start of your downfall, especially if you're facing off against a tier 1 team. You do that, you wouldn't want to do that. You do not want to make the same mistake against TNC, and TNC really is showing promising results here during the group stages. They're currently at number 1, by the way, tied up with Fnatic and T1, but actually it's TNC who has a better score, 9-3 compared to Fnatic and T1, who is both at 9-5. So we are not talking here about who is actually gonna be at number 1, because definitely TNC, since TNC has a fewer losses, and if they manage to, let's say, and if TNC managed to win this series, that would really cement them on the top seed for this tournament, because the remaining matchups are TNC versus Neon and MG Trust and Team Dog, meaning T1 and also Fnatic's placement on the bracketing, or should I say on the upper bracket, is already secured. But the question here is who would be the top seed. And I could really agree that let's say if TNC just win one game on this best of 2 series, they would secure number 1, showing once again that they are still the kings of the Southeast Asia region. And Fnatic and Tier 1 is becoming their biggest threat right now. And also there are new teams that are emerging that is becoming a threat for the Southeast Asia region, which is actually good because competition leads to greater effort. But the question here is how can TNC keep it at the top? Because the last time they've been on the top, it's because of Cochin. But it looks like with the Koreans joining TNC, it's really giving them good results, right?
Yeah, I would definitely agree.
But yeah, fill me in here because I'm seeing what Mars mid.
Yeah, Mars mid.
Mars.
Also good against the Morphling since you have a lot of burst
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
potential. If Armel's Morphling dwindles down at around 200 HP, he'll just be
could
dead
use-
with one spear and one.
Actually, the God's Rebuke could be more than enough, if I'm not mistaken. That that the damage of this skill is critical damage is at 150%. So the moment that that, let's say, Morphling's life went down, he could just use it right away and that's it. And Armel better watch out, because even if it's gonna be a melee versus range on the mid lane, this is gonna be a hard one. So Febby indeed is gonna go for position 5 Phoenix. And let's see what else is gonna be done. So yep, again guaranteed. The the teams that are guaranteed already on what do you call this, on the upper bracket would be a Fnatic, T1, and TNC. TNC could guarantee top 1 seed. A
No
Fnatic
catch.
and the T1 would be would be tied on game. I mean on.
Spear incoming. Armel might
two,
die.
uh-huh.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh!
knew it.
What? Yeah, that's what happened. We've been talking about it, and yes, Armel did not saw it coming, or did he? First blood secured by Yopaj by taking down Armel, and now Armel has no choice. He really have to go and buy some region items, which means Yopaj now is on the lead when it comes to EXP. Morphling is far behind a bit. Yeah, and that is what actually is the name of the game for Yopaj. He is using that to he's using that spear to zone out on Mel, and also giving him a chance to deny the range creeps. Because as of the moment, he's the one leading on on the last hits and denies because of that very crucial kill that he secured on the mid lane. But yeah, on the bottom line, I mean, can you fill me in, because this is a very unusual way of playing Mars. Yeah, it's fine because Mars is a melee hero, a melee strength hero, while Natsumi, who is playing carry, is using an intelligence-based hero as a carry. So I guess this is gonna work. I mean, fill me in though. I mean, this is something unusual. We've been seeing unusual strategies here coming from Neon. I mean, would you think this will be enough to really stop a TNC because they've already secured a, a 1-0 win here? But looks like they're gonna go for a 2-0 when it comes to the kills. There you go. Got shackled. Gabi hitting down. Play hard. Looks like someone would be frozen here. Would that be enough? No, no free. Not frozen. Here we go. Play hard would be trading
turnaround?
with the stun. Turn around. Yup, he's gonna die. Not enough. Gabi is still alive, but looks like Skim would be stopping. Would try to stop Gabi, but no. Tims is there to harass him. He is gonna be falling behind, falling back, retreating because that is just too much. Good move there. While Leopard is enjoying a game of his life on the mid lane, while Agmel is very low on life, teetering from from strength to to melee because
4-minute power runs.
you really
Who would
need
be
to do
lucky?
something about it. Oh my gosh, yes, it's Leopard who got it.
Every
Every
time
kind of
like,
advantage.
yeah, it's turning on his
Uh-huh.
side. He's just
Oh
waiting for
my
him to shift
gosh.
in Agi a bit.
Uh-huh. But yeah, he knows that what's coming. There you go.
Bottle
Skim would want
refill.
a bottle refill would be falling back. That's a good move, by the way. But yeah, let's see. I mean, fill me in more with what's happening right now in the mid lane because really this is looking dire for Armel. But do you think they could, I mean, the only thing that I could really think of that that could help Armel lane against Yopaj is if if a Tims goes on to the mid lane and stop them. But looks like Playhard here is going low. They want to go and take down Gabi. Rift was already committed. Out goes the Soul Rip as well. Decay out. Skim would be using his ice. Ice is not very nice for Gabi because he's gonna go down the hands of Skim and Playhard taking down Febby. Would they go for another? Yes, they will. They will take down Tims, who actually tried to get that rune. He did get that rune, but he would be paying for his life for that. Not a very good move there coming from Tims because he could have just run away and not trade his life for EXP and gold for the side of Neon, even if he gets, the bounty rune. This is looking bad for TNC in the mid. I mean, on the early game, and as expected, yes, we do see Neon Esports faring pretty well during the early game. Question is, would they be consistent
Huh?
this time? But here you go. Here comes the stun. Some hits towards Jean Noel. Would want to be frozen there. That's a cold feat. Decay is also casted. So yeah, I mean B, come on. What do you think? I mean, besides consistency, what do you think is the winning mechanic here for Neon? Because they're really showing well all the time during the early game, but during the mid to the late game, they always fizzle out.
I've Johnwell on the Undying. I've seen that
Mm.
he is already trying to invade or trying to scout out the jungle of the TNC side because that's what should be done. This Morphling has had a pretty rough lane, so he should be jungling in a few minutes or so once he gets his Mask of Death because the Phoenix will be soaking the levels in mid. Also, the Sven will be retiring and going to the jungle maybe at the 8-9 minute mark. So that's what they should intercept in the next few minutes. So they already left the lane. So chase them and try to punish them for what they're doing since they would be jungling.
Yeah, that's true. That is what's happening right now.
Yeah, there you go.
And that
Mask
is-
of Death on
Uh-huh.
Sven. He's already at it, and also the Morphling. So I think it's high time for them to show up to these jungles, prevent them from
That's a
farming.
beauty.
Because if
Mhm.
you give them a breathing room to farm and to like have space on the map, then they would really punish you later. Yeah, your early game is strong, but not for long. So you shouldn't really give them breathing room.
Yeah, that's true. They should They should continue the pressure towards towards TNC. Keep the pressure, keep the momentum, keep the ball going. Do not hand over the ball towards TNC, because if they do, they will be paying the same mistake like they did against Fnatic yesterday. It's gonna be a problem for them. That is for sure. But yeah, looks like there's something going on here right now in the bottom lane. TPing back. Ooh, KP and Tims, by the way, got killed there on the bottom lane. Armel and the Yopaji are still facing off against each other. And yeah, let's see. Not really that much of a team fight, but yep, 8-1. Currently on the kill count. 2k gold lead is now on the side of Neon Esports. Instead of just a few gold, they are really enjoying the gold lead this time because of the kills. The kills are really the ones that's giving them more gold compared to TNC. TNC though, on the other hand, whoa, Armel is actually faring well when it comes to to the farm, but Sven here is in a way underfarmed. Febby is on the bottom of the on the net worth lead here. So yeah, at least in a way they are still trying. I mean, TNC is trying their best to make up for the goal difference, but looks like Natsumi here is looking for some trouble on the top lane. There you go, using that power shot, but Playard would see him. There you go, the stun and also the Shackle shot, Reality Rift in there. John Noel uses the decay enough to take down Febby. Just like that, 9-1 now on the kill count. Looks like this is really looking bad for TNC, but well, we've seen them. We've seen Neon play like this. We've seen DNC played like this during the early game, but yeah, you know what? That's just part of the game. But yeah, for me, and I mean, what can you say? What what Neon is showing. This is utter dominance at its finest, by the way.
Yeah, this is really what should be expected out of them, since their draft is really early game heavy, especially with the CK and the Mars. Especially this is a mid Mars, so yeah, they're playing their draft really well.
And that is good, because the moment that the moment that TNC actually goes online, it's gonna be a problem for it's gonna be a problem for Neon Esports. They need to continue the pressure. They need to continue the momentum. And Armel really is having a hard time on the mid lane. The rest as well of TNC, because they haven't took down a tower yet. However, Neon already took down a tier 1 tower that's on the top lane. KP also has no choice. Everyone is on the mid lane right now because they are reacting to what Neon is doing, which is actually a good move for for Neon, because they are stopping TNC the course to really just soak in the EXP and the gold that they can get on the side lanes.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's really a good move there.
the
But
Mars
yeah,
is almost to his dagger, so that's also a good thing for them that's coming their way in the next couple of minutes. So once he has dagger, they will probably do a smoke play, invade their jungle again, TNC's jungle again. It's already the second time the Sven has used his god strength, but he's still at like being overpowered in net worth by this mid Mars that's really been showing a great performance right now. Well, it's really expected of him, since he was just against a Morphling mid, so he would really dominate the Morphling wherever he's laned in. Especially it's a 1v1 matchup. Doesn't really have anything to offer against the Mars.
Radiant's bottom tower.
But yeah, little by little, the Sven is getting farm, also this Morphling.
yeah, that's true, and that's what's happening right now.
The problem with Neon's draft is once these cores of TNC gets a BKB, their decays, their stuns, their power shots wouldn't really be that much effective anymore, because the Morphling and the Sven will just be hitting them freely without any repercussions. Also, if this, I think the best option right now for the Morphling would either go for an E-Blade, just so that he would have like saves against this Wind Ranger, and also something that he could use to burst like the
Mm-hmm.
apparition, because later on it would really be a problem for him, this apparition.
Mm-hmm.
Rupture stun. There you go.
Oh no, there you go. Yeah, that's what's happening right now, and looks like they would be getting a kill there coming from. It's actually Febby who managed to kill Play Hard, and that's two couriers. No, it's Gabby Bardo. Here you go, Arena of Blood. Out goes. Oh no, here comes the Ice Blast. Someone got hit. That's gonna be KP. KP's really going low here, and he needs to survive that. Would he? Nope, not gonna happen. Skim's Ice Blast is more than enough. Really did not hit him in the face, but got passed by that Ice Blast, and that's gonna be more than enough to take him down. So yeah, looks like KP here is suffering a lot of deaths already. No, two. But actually, Febby, Teams, and Gabby has already suffered three. Armel only got one death. But yeah, this is becoming a problem here for TNC. They need to stop the deaths. They need to mitigate those deaths. They need to stop Neon Esports from really snowballing to victory if they want to win this game.
Yeah,
If they want to... Mhm.
they just saw the Mars using his arena, so I think it's best if
Mhm.
they could try to use this wards of the shaman, because I think this entire game it hasn't been used, and it's just sitting there in his skill set and not being used. I think maybe they could try something, maybe just try to damage the tower,
Mhm.
even not destroy, just so that they would have an easier time invading the tower later, instead of facing it at full health, right? So yeah, here we go, a dagger on the
And
Mars, also the
and
arena.
here comes a smoke. Okay, and would want to burst down KP with also the stun, and the reality if would want to silence them with the blood right, not enough. Again, KP was their target and they succeeded. KP should have run away because
Radiant's
the
top
creeps was blocked there on the mid lane.
tower is under attack.
But yeah, now Febby, okay, would... Woo! Tim's also going down on the heads of Yopaj all alone, just like that. He is gonna go down. The Roman god of war Mars is enjoying a lot. Just like just like the time he was playing Tiny, he is enjoying like what, 5 kills and 0 deaths. He's really I mean, his skill participation here and also team fights is really doing well. But here comes an Athos, the stun, out goes the God Strength, and also the hits. Looks like he is using the Massive Madness. The Massive Madness will be enough to take down Play Hard. Now they're gonna be running away. They saying that is more than enough, retreating and now using a smoke. But I guess they know that. Here you go. Here comes the arena. Out goes the Ice Blast. Gabby got hit. Out goes. Oh, he would be using. Man, the Serpent Words was used there against the Tombstone only, but Gabby would fall down once again. John Noel also would fall down, plus a Courier. 60 each, plus Armel securing that kill. Looks like someone here would be killed once again, and that's going to be Opaj using the spear towards him as well. But that's not enough to stop the Roman God of War. The God of War really is enjoying the war that's happening right now on this matchup. War in left, right, and center, and there you go. The spear released. Out goes the Ice Blast, and also would be trying to. They would want to try to burst him with the Shackle Shot, preceded by that. I mean, the Shackle Shot and the Focus Fire combo, but yep, kill goes ultimately to Natsumi. Man, that's a lot of, that's a lot of skills there, and they even throw 2 ultis. I'm not sure though if that's, that's a good move there for, for Neon Esports. But well, if your ulti only has like what, a 40-second, hold on, 175 cooldown, or should I say, if it's actually online, why not just take it? But John Noel here and also Yopaj would be enjoying some farming.
Value meal.
Yep. Yep. Gold coming right up. A gold mine coming right up, which was stacked there. Could have been taken by TNC if only Tim's was not killed there, or maybe if if Sven actually went there, but that's actually a dangerous area without no wards. But here you go, here comes the BKB. Would want to go and burst down Tim's. Of course, Tim's would go down, but would be taking some some creeps with him before he dies.
We might see a Jump
Mhm.
Brothers Morphling edition in this game. I mean Sven edition in this game. Because
Yeah.
yeah, the Sven is going for the Aghanim for his next item, and also the Morphling is also going for an Aghanim Scepter. So he could turn
Uh-huh.
himself into the Sven and also jump in, or maybe
Uh-huh.
but I think that's just for the memes. But I think a better option for him to do is um, replicate the Wind Ranger so that you would have two instances of Wind Run that you could
But the
really.
Chaos Knight, by the way, already has an Aghanim Scepter at level 18. That's scary. Which in a way would be giving him more, creates an illusion of allied heroes and creates an additional illusion for Chaos Knight. So this is gonna be scary. It's gonna be an illusion gaming really that will be used by Neon Esports against. Woo! Here you go. Here comes the. Here, no one's gonna get hit there, but looks like KP once again will be hit by that Ice Blast. Down he goes. Kim gets the kill. Just like that, they are using any tool that they could use to really stop KP from creating space, and he is dying and dying and dying. Once again, 4 times. He died 4 times already on this matchup,
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
which is scary, by the way. This is looking really scary for TNC. And earlier I just said, any predictions that I'm making actually doesn't come true, but looks like it is really gonna come true. That I would have another wrong prediction here, and Neon may secure this win. So yeah, for Neon, since this is looking dire for the Dire team, what can we say to do? Because again, Tims is going down. There's a lot of heroes on the side of TNC dying on every lane. And just like now, Tims is going down the hands of both Yopaj and Skim. Skim's taking that kill. But looks like Armelher will be their next target. Out goes the Ice Blast. No one's gonna get hit. Yup, no one. Nobody home.
But
But here you
the
go.
thing is,
Woo!
it's been 20 minutes, or it's been like 8 minutes since a tower was destroyed by the side of Neon. So I don't think that the kills aren't really doing any good for them because they're not really getting towers
Yeah, that's true.
after those kills. So it's just like they're piling body after body, but not really getting the most out of it.
Which is something that a tier 1 team is not doing. Because if a tier 1 team secures kills, they would go straight to the nearest tower and apply the
Yeah.
pressure on the nearest tower. But no, what Neon is doing is they're just farming.
BKB
They're
on
just
Sven. I think this is their time
Here
to
you go,
fight.
here comes the blood right. Nope, not gonna happen. Running away. They've also put a glimpse ward there near the tier 2 tower towards, that choke point on the triangle jungle of Neon Esports. And now it's gonna be another sod gang coming from Neon. They catch Bloodseeker. Here comes the power shot, Reality Rift, stun. Down goes another Bloodseeker for the end time. That's for the 5th time, by the way. So yeah, again, for Chaos, or no, not for Chaos Knight and the rest of his teammates in Neon Esports, they really need to go and take objectives, because if they are prolonging this is gonna be a problem for them if Gabby and also Armel goes fat. But yes, since there is one hero down the side of TNC, they will be taking advantage of getting. What? Was that? Yep, it is a illusion. I thought that was an illusion of Roshan, but I guess my eyes are deceiving me. It is an illusion of Johnwell going on call that flush golem mode. So yeah. I mean, talk me more about this. I mean, because again, Neon is not trying to take a tier 2 tower right now, even if they have the Aegis advantage.
I'm not really sure what their game plan is. They already have BKBs. They're like the strongest that they could be. They have been for the past 20 minutes, but they're not really capitalizing and trying to get the most out of it.
Yeah, and that's what's happening right now. It's gonna be a problem for for Neon because if they do not capitalize on that advantage they have, it's gonna be a problem. But they do get Armel there on the top lane. It looks like they really would want to go in and continue the domination on this matchup. 23 minutes into the game, we're slowly approaching the mid game.
Also, good
Or
job for TNC, knowing that they really are having a hard time fighting Neon Esports head on. So they're just pushing the waves thoroughly, just getting it past the river so that if they do get a pick off and they are at a numbers disadvantage, Neon couldn't really push because there are no like creeps going into their towers.
that's true. But here you go. Looks like a Natsumi here would want to go in and pull those creeps, okay? While the rest of Neon Esports would continue the pressure on the top lane. And I guess, yes, it is gonna go down. But here comes Yopaj, would want to go in and try to defend the mid lane. But yup, if they do manage to catch... Oh! Beautiful move there! He caught KP, would that be enough? And there you go, Blood Ride is out. But yep, because of that arena of blood out, that'll be more than enough to set a kill against KP. But before that, Feby also went down somewhere. So yeah, this is becoming good for Neon Esports, becoming too damn dire, too dangerous for TNC.
Actually, it's for me, it's really getting better for TNC because Neon is really not getting anything out of it. KP is just literally suiciding just so that Neon would go back and wouldn't really destroy their top tower. He's just making just like what Feby is doing, just showing bots, showing at their jungle, so that forcing Neon to go back because if they don't, they will get a trade for a tier 2 tower, and that's going to be the first tier 2 tower for TNC, and Neon Esports doesn't want that. And they're not really killing the Sven anymore. It's been like a lot of minutes when he last died, and he's really getting his farm up already. He's already at the top of the net worth. So it's the later the game goes, it's really being more difficult for the side of Neon. So they're really at a better position to win. I know the score is really a big difference, but yeah, they're just prolonging the game. And TNC is
Yeah.
also a great at stalling as well.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
you can see the position of Feby and Tims right now. They're at the bottom lane. They will just do the same thing again. If they do not defend this, they will just put Mass Serpent toward the tower to force Neon Esports back again,
Yeah,
so that
that's
they
true.
wouldn't take a tower. So that's just what they're doing, just playing cat and mouse. Just trying to
So,
wait for this Sven and Morphling to get
so Rat,
as farmed as Neon's carries are. I'm really scared for Neon right now.
oh my gosh, here you go. KP again playing against everyone.
Ooh!
But no, a spear is not gonna hit him, but still, it's gonna be his God's rebuke would be enough to take him down. But Armel now here would be pursued by Natsumi. Natsumi though got caught. Here you go. Out goes this dash up towards, and that was a good turnaround coming from TNC. Tims would be taking down Natsumi. That's a good move there coming from Natsumi. But here comes BKB. Looks like someone will get caught inside the arena. And yes, the arena will take another casualty from the side of TNC. It will be Tims going down this time. Revenge, revenge, revenge. That's the name of the game for Neon Esports. But question would be, how would they transition on getting a tier 2 tower?
Whoa.
Yopaj jumping in. No one got hit though by that spear. Again, lucky move. I mean, TNC now is getting lucky. But looks like Neon is just continuing to really maintain their advantage. But yeah, I mean, when it comes to a full team fight with let's say everyone already got their items, at least I mean their first 3 items, who do you think could really win the team fight? Because let us not forget though, Neon Esports got two big team fight skills. That will be the arena and also the ice blast. Tombstone in a way can help. Also the illusions coming from the Chaos Knight can help. And the Wind Rager could easily burst down one of the heroes. But yeah, for TNC, how about them?
It's basically the same thing, but the reason why Neon had an easier way of doing it is because their heroes scaled at an earlier pace. Their timings was way too earlier than the heroes of TNC. But yeah, we are almost at the point where TNC is as strong as them. And yeah,
let's
the
check
minute
network
goes by.
And again, it looks like KP would be taken down once again. KP is now dying 8 times.
Is under attack.
And that's actually the name of the game, but looks like here you go! Superman BKB! Out goes the God Shred as well! But here comes also the... Yeah, he just popped the egg there, and looks like it's gonna be some reinforcements here coming in from Neon Esports trying to take down someone else. But yeah, I guess no one actually died on that encounter because KP is already dead.
I just
What TNC
flexing
I guess-
their BKBs.
Yes, flexing their BKBs and also their ultis. I guess yeah, that's what happened there. They just allowed the Neon Esports or baited them to use their ultis, but also on the side of TNC, they used up the egg and also the God Strength for Sven.
I think Neon is just waiting for the Roshan to respawn again. I think that's their high time again at an advantage. So that would be an Aegis and Cheese.
But yeah, that's the problem there because they did not took advantage of that Aegis that they do have to the point that it was used up or expired.
Radiant's bottom tower
Which
is
is
under
such a,
attack.
it's a
Is under attack.
this is really what we were talking about earlier. We are seeing really the difference when it comes to skills and execution between these two teams. That's what really sets apart a tier 1 team against a tier 2 team. Because yeah, besides that, I mean, look at that. There's a lot of ancient creeps stacked there by Neon Esports that could also help them to to just flash farm. And again, yeah, looks like Natsumi and Yopach would go in, and no, it's actually Yopach who's gonna be enjoying the the farm, the gold, and the EXP for that. Just continuing to to heighten up or to add with that gap between the EXP and the gold. But hold on, here you go, someone's jumping in. KP using that Glimmer Cape. Who's gonna be caught first? Everyone from the side of TNC is retreating because there's a lot of illusions out. But now, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen next? Here comes a smoke pop.
Armel is taking the shape of the Sven, getting ready to jump. He also has an arcane rune he could use so that his skills would be
Plus-
at a lesser cooldown. Yeah. Also an E-Blade.
Sven also has an Aghanim, so he can just jump in anywhere, which is scary. We can see, oh, here we go. Here comes the arena, the spear, ice blast, then bursting him down, jumping in. Out goes Sven. BKB got shred, but Armel's gonna go down. Out goes Master Serpent. Once KP's gonna go down as well. But also Gabby will be taking that one. Someone got stunned there by the egg. That's gonna be Yopaj. Out goes the Sun Ray. Okay, play hard. It's gonna go down. 2 heroes down.
Deleted.
Stunned towards got deleted there. And now they want to go and take down Skem. And Yopaj, here comes the chase. Superman jumping in with the Superman punch. And here comes the Shackle. Hits coming from Gabby. And Gabby get the triple. Want to go for another, but yep,
And
Skem
Roshan
is
is up.
gonna escape. And that was the biggest mistake that Neon made in this matchup.
TNC was just waiting for Neon to make a mistake, and now even though it's 30-9, they will be in the lead. And I think the lead would be there to stay.
And that's the funny thing here, because if you are playing pubs and this is the condition of the game wherein you're already leading with the gold, leading with the kills, leading with the towers as well, and this happened, man, that really hurts, man.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
That really hurts.
Kills
But
wouldn't
here you
really
go,
win you a
out goes the
game.
tombstone. Looks like Gabby would run. Oh no! Someone got shackled! Armel with the shotgun. Would that be enough? Even with that ice blast, that's not gonna be enough. Player will be using his ulti. But here comes the stun and the blood right. Sunray sustaining them. BKB is out for player. Now they're gonna be taking down Playhard. Players going down. Natsume BKB also would use his focus fire, but would be running away. Morphling, that's Armel using the Stormhammer to jump in towards the creeps and get some gold. But here you go, Gabby and the rest of TNC, we want to finish what they started, but here you go, got forced inside, but John Noel would go down. Armel gets that AGs. Tim's courier is gonna go down though, but who is gonna go down next? Two heroes down on the side of Neon, and now TNC, who is online, is now showing good moves, good execution, but still, Neon is still holding their own. There's still one tier 1 tower left there on their side of the map, and all of their tier 2 towers is still standing. So now looks like TNC from the hunted becomes the hunter. They're now hunting. Looks like Sven here is invisible, would be seeing Yopach and also Skem, but I guess Skem will be their target. No, it's gonna be Yopach. Out goes the Ice Blast, also Mass Super One's got shackled there, and down goes Yopach. They would want to go for another one, and that's gonna be Skem. Gabby would be using his third skill for more defense, but here you go. Superman Punch, 3 hits, deleted. Down goes an apparition of ice.
Because of the telescope, that's why his range was so far. Right now, for TNC, the question for TNC is not a matter of how they win; it's just a matter of when.
But yeah, do you think Neon can still stop them? Because they're going online. They're becoming unstoppable here. Earlier, it was Neon during the early to the mid game, but now we are approaching the late game. Looks like what we have predicted about Neon Esports is coming true. Win probability, TNC went from 30+%. Now they have a 65% win rate, and also there's a huge change with the gold advantage. 4K gold league now is in the hands of TNC, and they would want to go and take a tier 3 tower from themselves because they've already taken down a tier 2 tower, and now possibly transitioning and getting a Rax. John Newell's trying to hold it, but the problem is, would he have a tombstone ready? Nope. 42 seconds. He's just gonna take away some strength coming from the heroes of TNC. But good move here from Gabby. He would be retreating, but they can actually go in and take down John Newell. Here comes. Woo! They would be managing to get KP, but also Tim's. Out goes the Arena Blood, but here comes the egg. Would that be enough? Nope, not gonna happen. You're gonna be stunned, brother, and that's gonna be the escape.
Oh, TP,
and he's gonna be TPing away. That's a good move there, using the Sun Ray to walk away and using the TP out. Very well said. No, not said. Well played there, coming from Coach / Captain Febby. Damn! Looks like the influence of the Koreans are brushing to TNC, and really is looking good for TNC. But I hope I don't know, maybe would there be a Korean, former Korean pro player who would want to coach Neon Esports on becoming a tier 1 team? I don't know. But yeah, tell me more. I mean, tell me what's happening. Tell me more about, what the Neon is doing good and bad. What TNC is doing good and bad here. Because, you do some analysis, B. Come on. Fill us in. I mean, this is now looking good indeed for TNC because Neon prolonged this matchup and TNC prolonged this matchup. They did not finish it off right away. So, yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, lesson learned, guys. Kills doesn't really win you the game. It's towers that defines the winner.
Because yeah, besides what's happening right now, really uh really
Radiant's
looking
middle
better
tower has fallen.
for TNC. I mean, when would it's like the song, "When will you ever learn?" I guess that should be the
Radiant's bottom
the
tower is under attack.
what what Neon should talk about.
Radiant's top
When
tower
will
has
these
fallen.
guys ever learn? And now the win percentage is going up. Went up to 5%,
Yeah.
70% now for TNC.
Yeah, just think about this.
EXP.
When
Mhm.
Neon Esports was neck and neck in terms of net worth with TNC, they were already having quite of a hard time um, maintaining their dominance on the map. What more if TNC already has the advantage, right? So it will just be easier for them to execute everything on the fly.
Yeah, that's what's happening right now. Because again, there is really a big difference when it comes to the execution of tier 2 teams and tier 1 teams. The tier 1 teams really are not giving a damn, and there you go, just like that, a triple for TNC. They really don't give a damn. They If they have skills, they would throw it away. But of course, good communication is the key. Here comes the shackle and the stun shotgun.
Radiant's middle tower
The shotgun is real. Armel gets that kill with the assist coming from Gabby and also Tim's. Febido on the other hand will be taken down there by Skim, which is a good move, and now he would be
Radiant's
TPing
middle tower
TPing away to safety. So that's 4 heroes down and on the side of Neon, but okay.
Forcing the
Hold
buyback.
up. Forcing the buyback and would want to go towards the tier 4. Armel and Gabby doesn't give a damn, and there you go. Buyback has already been forced, and they would want to go and shackle Gabby. Gabby is trying to get away, but here we go. BKB is out using.
Radiant's bottom
Man,
tower
he is
is under
actually
attack.
using that spider legs just to get away, and that's a good move there coming from Gabby. He's actually just
So
waiting for that spider legs to go off cooldown, and he use it to evade the focus fire damage that he can sustain from. Woo!
so sad for the side of Neon.
Radiant's
So they
middle
were
tower
forced they were forced to buy back, and after they bought back, they didn't really get anything out of it. So
But here you go. Here comes the stun ice blast, but they managed to get this one. Armel going low, but here you go. Here comes
No,
the
no,
shackle.
no.
Would want to go take him down, but he is running away, forming actually using a Wind Ranger as a copy to get away, and that is what's happening right now. He would want to run away.
748 movement speed.
My gosh, my goodness, indeed. Plus, also let's not forget he does have a Lincoln Spear that's helping him out.
Ooh, GS. Kill
Okay,
him, kill
got
him.
him. Okay, here we go, jumping in. He doesn't need to go and use his stun. He just uses Abyssal Blade, and now three heroes are forming in. That's a lot of illusions, and that's too much. Natsumi will be bursting him down with the help of the illusions from Playhard, and also the Undying.
Yeah, they really need to make something out of the buyback that they just committed. They couldn't really allow TNC to get a free pass of wasting their buybacks.
Yep, that is what's happening. You're really not taking advantage of, those buybacks, because if you're gonna be forced for a buyback, you need to make sure that you secure at least a kill against the enemy team. You need to punish them for that, for being let's say, too damn cocky and trying to, to take a tower.
Yeah, because
But yeah, they
if you
cannot.
don't, once they respawn, they'll just come back for you, knowing that you don't have a buyback anymore, and knowing that that's the game if you don't have a buyback. And Roshan, you already see couriers flying up and around the Roche pit, trying to know when would it spawn. So it would already have either a refresher or an Aghanim scepter.
Uy, si Boss! Boss is here! Boss Ice Sky Cloud is watching us, by the way. We just haven't noticed it. So yeah, big shout out to you, Boss Win. Yeah, he's watching us. B. But yeah, the tag team from Ice Sky TV is actually now spreading their wings to fly, trying our best, trying our luck with live streaming and casting. But yeah, let's see. 36 and 20. TNC still taking the lead, and now that's a 12k gold lead, by the way, secured by TNC. And if they, let's say, they do not stop what's happening right now, if Neon rather do not stop TNC from really securing those crucial plays, it's gonna be game over for Neon.
Yeah, this
I mean,
could be.
whatever happens, anyways. I mean, this is just for the heck of finishing the group stages,
Yeah.
because TNC is already secured at number 1 top seed, while Neon is secured at number 8.
No,
So
they're
they're
the
gonna
top one
they're top 1.
of the opposite side. Yeah.
I mean, both are the tops, the best and the least. So that's what's happening.
So this might be the last fight of this first game
Mhm.
series that we might be having. So may the better team win.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and now the rest of TNC are really preparing to to take everything. All right, and here you go. Here comes the stun. Out goes the waveform. Okay, John Noel, even with that tombstone out, would be taken down. But here you go. Looks like Phoenix. Yes, the reality riff is enough to take him down. But Armil would really want to take down the tombstone out. Those Master Pen wards really is
God, no duck.
is being. Okay, here we go. And oh no! Looks like someone's gonna go down! Tim's going down, but on the other side, it's Yopaj going down, and that's just a fair trade. But of course, TNC, it's the course that is left standing. They would be retreating because they do not want to give any form of advantage anymore on the side of Neon. They do get the support, but they did not caught got the necessary kills. Dota 2 TVPH is also here. Yeah, big shout out. Big shout out to our viewers. And this is what's happening right now.
Problema
But
talaga
yeah,
yung YouTube ko yun. Tingnan mo sa akin
hold up.
dito.
So yeah, right now, again, TNC is still on the lead when it comes to gold, when it comes to push, when it comes to everything. Net worth, earlier it was Yopaj who's enjoying it, but yep, we've seen this before. Is this gonna be a deja vu once again for Neon? When would they wake up from this nightmare? Because this is becoming a problem for them, to be honest. But looks like Jonwo will be using his courier. Would they manage to catch him? Okay, there you go. They want to really take it out.
Yeah, because
nope.
Neon Esports might get the cheese and the item that Roshan is holding.
And the Roshan does have
Refresher Shard.
Refresher Shard, which could really be helpful, for them. Yeah, let's check. Indeed, Refresher Shard and the cheese. Hold up. Looks like something. There's something going wrong with YouTube.
Yeah, there
What
is.
the heck?
There's an error 503. It's also
Oh my
occurring with my with the phones of the people here.
Alright, but here we go. Let's go ahead and continue this. Tim's going down. Here you go. They want to go take down KP, but here comes the stuns! The stuns and the egg sunray. Sustain is real. Down goes Play Hard. That's gonna be a trade, but that will be very costly for Neon Esports because Play Hard is down for too damn long.
Yeah, and Neon can't afford to stay here that long because remember they have already their Rax is already gone at the bottom lane. So in just a few seconds, it would already be pushing
out
in.
goes the arena. Then here comes the BKBs.
Ooh, John Noel snatched the Aegis!
What? John Noel got the Aegis! Would he be punished for that? Yes, he will. Yopaj Skem's gonna go down. Who got the cheese? Looks like Undying as well, but no! TNC would be punishing them for that! You freaking snatchers! Now you're gonna die. I guess that's what's on their mind right now. They killed the people who managed to steal the cheese in the ages.
Yeah,
What the heck?
yeah, but it was just a nice effort for them as well, just
Yeah,
so that
nice
they wouldn't.
effort though, just to deny
Oh, the divine,
TNC from really
divine.
getting it. What? The divine got thrown there, but there you go.
Armel got it.
Got it. Who actually threw the divine
Sven.
there? Triple for
Sven
playing
had a
hard.
divine.
But at least Armel got the divine from his teammate. That's good. That's good, communication
But they're ancient.
there.
They're
Ooh, the
thrown.
ancient, by the way. Yeah. The ancient of Neon Esports is under attack and it's already at 2,700 HP.
That's why they cannot really afford going out of the base that long.
Yeah, what is this? They're just playing around with the Divine Rapier of Gabby? I mean, as far as I know, the Divine Rapier cannot be dropped anymore, right?
It can be. For example, yeah, the Sven died, right? Nobody from the enemy team picked it up, so you could pick it up for yourself and give it back to the owner.
Yeah, that's actually the new... Yeah, I forgot that. That's the new meta for the Divine Rapier. So yeah, Febby actually got it for the team. Which is cool, by the way. They
So-
managed to do something about that. I guess people are complaining about this.
Yeah, it's really great to see Neon up and about in this game. Not really throwing out the towel yet, just trying to do as much damage as they can while they can, right? So try a bit of Hail Mary plays here and there. Just trying to show some signs of life, right?
And that's what they're showing, signs of life.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Even Mars is trying to pick up an orchid just so that he would have something to pop the Lincolns of Morphling, because I think that's one of the cheapest items that you could use to pop
Yeah, I
an
forgot
orchid.
that.
Also, one of the items that could also be of use even if you're not using it to pop a Lincoln Sphere. It could go either way.
But yeah, do you think that that Neon still could have a chance here, because this is really looking bad for them? But I guess in a way they do, because earlier, their ancient is really down to like more than 50, down to 2,700, and now their ancient is going back to 100 health.
Oh well, OG managed to pull the miracle out of like a 30 gold lead against some team before. I couldn't really recall the
That's
specific match.
PSG LGD
Yeah,
for TI8. Yeah.
yeah, and they were
Are on the
under.
risk of losing, but it's actually like a 5v2, 2v5 for 2v5, a 3v5 for OG that became a 2v5 real quickly. But the problem is Jerax went on for for a like a what you call this, godly place there, using the slam and all of his skills to really shut down PSG LGD. And that is actually what we're talking about. If your enemy team is trying to push towards the tier 4s and they're not becoming patient, you need to take advantage of that and punish them for that. And we have seen that a lot of times already.
So the divine is already on its rightful owner.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, tell me more about what Neon Esports is doing good at the very least. But let's talk later about what they're doing bad, because in a way this is looking better for both teams, because we are now at the late game phase of this matchup, and all teams, everyone is really getting their items, right?
Yeah, everybody. I think they're just waiting for the Roshan to spawn, or even for the 60-minute tier 5 items to
Mhm.
also spawn, because that might swing some sort of an advantage to them if they get items that are really
Mm.
good for their heroes.
But for TNC though, I mean, they could. I mean, it's not being biased. Again, there is a huge difference when it comes to to the skills between these two teams. Yes, Neon got 45 kills. They do have 45 kills, more than more than. Hold on, someone's jumping. Okay, no one. They thought that's actually the real deal, but it's just an illusion. And now Unmel and the rest of TNC is preparing for a siege on on the tower. But yep, that's gonna be cleared by Natsumi with his first and second skills.
Radiant's top tower has
Mm-hmm.
fallen.
So I guess there is something going on right now with YouTube. What the hell?
Yeah,
But
error
yes, if you guys
503, right?
But yes, if you guys are still watching, thank you very much. Yep, there's really just something going on with YouTube. Earlier this week or last week, it was Messenger who's having a problem, but this time it's YouTube. Maybe yes, it's because of what they call data traffic. Yeah, F that traffic.
Yeah, thank you very much to the 6 viewers that are currently watching. I think I'm one of the viewers also. I have my phone up
Nah,
trying to check the stream.
boss was actually
Everyone in one.
boss Ice Guy is actually watching us. So yeah, um, thank you very much for that, boss. But let's see. Let's see who's gonna win this. 45 and 27, 6K gold lead still on the hands of TNC. TNC, by the way, has already cleared out the tier 4 towers on the side of Neon Esports. While
Whoa.
Neon still. Hold up! Jumping in! But here you go, using the shackle shot and also the. Okay, out goes the. Good thing that the egg is out. Also, the Master of Pinwards looks like player's gonna go down. Same goes for John Noel. John Noel's gonna go down. Yopaj as well. Player jumping away. Wants to get away, but he will be hunted. There you go. A double kill for Gabby.
I think Natsumi was a bit trigger happy there when he tried to jump on the Phoenix. Mars was so far away, and also the Chaos Knight, so there wasn't anybody who could follow up with the stun. So if they were able to stun lock the Phoenix, it would have given them a better position going into the team fight, because he just wasted his focus fire onto the Phoenix, and he was able to use his egg. And
Well,
the
that's
egg
true.
just popped after.
Radiant's middle tower
And this could become a catastrophe for Neon Esports because looks like no. Both of these three heroes don't have buybacks. Question
Look
is,
at what
oh my
Look at
god,
what Yopaj is doing. He's dropping his items, waiting for TNC to pick it up. Because if your items gets picked up or destroyed by the enemy team, your net worth would go down. Meaning to say your buyback would be reduced. So that's what he's trying to do right now.
baiting them.
Yeah, trying if somebody will.
There you go. Here comes the buybacks. All right, they want to go and take down Gabi. Here comes a shackle shot coming from. Oh my God! Out goes the hold is real for Yopaj, taking down our male. But even if even if Natsumi is down, both mid laners are down. And here you go. Here comes the Icarus dive and also the egg. Tim's going in, gonna go down here. But here comes the buyback. Stunning Skim. Skim looks like he's gonna go down. He's going low. They left him behind just to die. And Skim is gonna go down just like that. Superman jumping in. Some more hits. There you go. He goes down. And GG was called by Skim. Team wipe. For Neon, DNC secures game number 1, which means, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the top seed for this competition, TNC. Oh yeah. Uh-huh. So yeah, that was it. That secures TNC a number one spot. And also, sad to say, Neon is really gonna be starting on the lower bracket. I mean, whatever happens on this game anyway, they will be starting on the lower bracket for being the number 8 spot on the leaderboard. Let's just show the scoreboard for our remaining viewers here, if there is. Yeah.
So we'll be back for game two for Neon Esports
hmm
versus TNC Predator.
And we are going to be delivering to you the status of everyone on the matchup, on the standings, rather, on the group stages. Again, this is your casters, Mommy and B, Badosai, plus, of course, yours truly, LA Fury. Stay tuned, guys, and we'll be right back.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Seconds remaining.
Takis!
5 seconds remaining.
Another early game. Yeah, they do not have a flush army here.
TNC Predators turn to battle. Dire team back. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Guam.
Turn to pick. Dire team
Nagawa mo. Guam.
10 seconds remaining. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. What a punk. Prepare for battle.
Wanna play with fire?
We've got pretty good chemistry.
Yes, I just did that.
So there you have it, Game 2 for TNC versus Neon Esports here at the BTS Season 4 C or Southeast Asia. So TNC is a game ahead, but this game I don't think that it doesn't have any bearing anymore, since no matter what happens, win or lose, TNC or Neon, they will their place in this tournament is already solidified. Suicide KP might go down for the few clicks. Nice Fairy Fire, a weird build from Skem, by the way, on the techies. He has 3 Fairy Fires, but it's proving its worth. They've already secured 2 kills at the top lane. So they have 2 stuns, and another double stun from Januel, and also another double stun from Natsumi. Will they be able to kill Tims? They are. And they're successful, so there you have it, 3 kills in just 44 seconds on the clock. Just because of the suicide of the techies. Level 1, 300 damage. So they're ready for round 4. Will they take another casualty here at top? So this might be a possible 4-0, but they already lack the damage. Nice try though. So Skem gets a free ride home, then port to the bottom lane to help out
Yep.
the CK.
Yeah, back here. Alright. 3-0. Are we? No. Are y'all serious right now? There's a techies in the game.
Yeah, both of these teams will just be having fun in this game. Nothing really much on the line since everything has already been decided.
But there you go. Here comes the stun. They want to go and take down Gabby. Though Gabby's going low, same goes for Skim. While Febby is being harassed by Skim. So yeah, that's what's happening right now. So it is gonna be and Febby. Hold on, here comes the stun coming from Febby. Also the ignite. Gabby looks like he's gonna go down. Yup, there you go. Murder spree. Or killing spree. On the side of, him. Oh my god. Double kill there. Jumping in.
Dominating in 2 minutes.
Uh-huh. Yep. And looks like Playhard would still be using the same hero. So yeah, 5 in 1. Man, if you're actually betting,
First 10
it's your
kills.
lucky day. Yeah.
Well, I think every game for Neon Esports, they're really strong at first 10 kills. Because they're really strong at this fast tempo, really high aggression early game.
What a
That which is TNC was known for before, but that hyper aggressive play style wherein they cannot transition into securing a win for the game is now like what we are seeing from from Neon Esports. I guess it's because of the maturity as well, and also with the help of their coach, and also the things that they've learned. And that's what happened. So yeah, when it comes to to what's happening right now, it looks like it is indeed favoring, just like in game 1 for Neon Esports on the early game. The only problem they have is they really cannot close a game. So that is what's happening. But yeah, anyways, it's
4-minute power runes.
Mm-hmm.
So Armel gets it. Scam in a difficult position there.
Mm-hmm.
But he does have a suicide. Oh, he doesn't. He just used it. Oh, nice cancel there.
Mm-hmm.
Fire
Looks
blast.
like someone's gonna go die here, and it's gonna be Scam's gonna go down the hands of TNC while John will manage to take down KP.
And that's a dominating streak.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
That's a good paycheck for an IO to have. So that means an earlier mecha timing.
Mm-hmm.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So yeah, that's what's happening right now for 3 and 6 plus 1k gold lead, more than 1k gold lead on the hands of DNC, which is kind of similar on game number 1, but on game number 1 it's actually Neon Esports who's holding both the lead when it comes to gold and also to kills, but not really when it comes to taking down structures, which is again becoming a problem for this squad. This squad really should learn on how to really secure those crucial kills. But here we go, looks like Natsumi here we want to go and burst down Tims. Tims is going low, but okay, Yopat's jumping in. They really want to go and take down Tims with that boulder push. Yes, he does secure that. However, KP would be stronger during the nighttime, and also with the attack speed and movement speed boosted up with this passive skill, the Hunter in the night, he could really just safely run away, and now using some tangos to just run away.
There
But
you
they're
are.
Still got caught by Yopatch with his rolling boulder, not caught by those stuns though, but that would be enough to really secure that kill. Would it be, or would it be not? Yup, it's the rolling boulder finishing him off.
Dire's structures are fortified.
So yeah, 8 and 3 currently on the kill count. And when it comes to last hits and denies, of course we can expect that the cores of TNC, the mid laner and their carry is the one leading. 44 and 23 for Lena, 43 and 5 for the Alchemist. And the teams also would help secure a kill for their team on the mid lane. Play hard would be going down. I mean, look at that aggression really is being thrown out here in the mid lane. They really want to take down that tower, and yes, this is the big difference between between TNC and Neon. They do know their objectives. They do have a siege creep, and they took advantage of it. Armel getting that tower on the mid lane, and that's the first tier one tower we're taking down on this game number 2. All right.
So 7 minutes on the clock. First set
Yep.
of tier 1 items.
That wasn't
Neutral
fair.
items though would already start to drop.
Yep, neutrals are dropping right now.
Alchemist
And yep.
going for Battle Fury.
Which is again something different from the typical alchemist build, going for radiance. We would prefer getting physical damage than the magical damage from the radiance. So yeah, that's good. Let's see how it's gonna go. Went well for everyone here.
Yeah, I also think in some instances, Battle Fury is kind of better since it also gives you, it addresses the mana issue that the Alchemist has.
Here you go, activating
Ooh, the Fairy Fire!
But man, the Fairy Fire is actually what the hell helped Skim survive. But nope, it's gonna be KP finishing him off with just a void. So we will see how it is down here in this matchup. Again, 8 and 5. Again, TNC has already secured the top seed for the group stages. Team number 1 followed by T1 and also Fnatic, who is tied at second place, second to third place. And if I'm not mistaken, Vice Esports from bottom went up to the top. But again, this is not set in stone. What's set in stone is the first 3 teams that will be going that is already qualified on the upper bracket: Fnatic, T1, and TNC. No, it's actually not Vice Esports. The number 4 team is actually Execration. So if, let's say, MG Trust and Team Dog, would that be possible though? 5, 7, 6, 8. Yeah, if Motivate.Trust secures a win, possibly they could take the number 4 spot. Because as of the moment, the score of Execration is 6 wins, 8 losses. A Motivate.Trust has 5 and 7. So if they manage to get a win on the next series against Team Dog, which is gonna be hard though. We'll see. We'll see what's gonna go down though. Because
This is the last
this is
day of
what's
the
happening right now.
qualifiers.
Last day of the group stages rather. But here you go, runes are out, being bottled, being used. But there you go, Laguna. Also the Dragon Slave. Skim would be going into suicide, but still Gabi managed to get that kill. It's gonna be a trade. Tim's and
Wow.
Skim is gonna go down, but that was a close call. Out, another one bites the dust. Yes, but he would be getting away to safety. Febby would be trying to go in and secure the area. He's securing the area away from from those bombs being placed by the techies. I mean, by the way, yeah, this is like the first time we've seen techies in this competition, right?
I think Jabs
And
used
unusual.
techies
I guess, yeah.
the last series and also the other day.
Yeah. But let's see how it is going to go down here. All right, here comes the stuns, ignites. Also, Armel will be using that LSA to finish off Jonuel, even with with his carapace, it's useless. But here you go, KP jumping in with one going take down who, one going take down, play hard. But here comes the relocate plays, the stun, like strike array. Would there be another follow-up? Armel will be using the Dragon Slave to finish up play hard, and there you go, it's done.
The deed is done, so time to go back where he was.
Is under attack.
Yep, and he actually took
Dire's top tower
that's gonna be
is under
KP on the bottom lane. But here comes a smoke pop there coming from Neon. Man, there's back-to-back action, ladies and gentlemen. excitement on game number 2 compared to game number 1. Not that much happening, but let's see. Let's see how it is gonna fare well for both teams. But again, it is already secured. Woo! Mel got killed there, and now here you go. Here comes the silence. Wants to use those. Man, Carapace is activated here, and that would stop Feppy from his tracks. Okay.
Push back to the bombs.
John Chris Baloto, just to let you know that this is the last day for the qualifiers, because every day there would be like 4 games for best of 2 series. So again, this is the final day. Tomorrow they're gonna be taking a quick rest. Everyone will be taking a quick rest. Then we proceed to our coverage for for the lower
main
bracket
stage,
and the
yeah.
upper bracket on, the day after tomorrow. But here comes the stun. Gabby trying to take down Play Hard players, going low, but KP is also following suit. He really wants to take him down. Yopaj would be
Luring them
away,
into the
but
bombs.
into the bombs, and that would help Play Hard secure that escape. The great escape from yours truly is effective, is successful. So yeah, man, they really are just having one hell of a good time here.
Skem is just waiting for
Right.
somebody to go up the high ground, then boom.
And
Pop
that's actually
goes
a
the
good
Weasel.
move. Yeah, pop goes the Weasel. Boom goes the Dynamite, whatever you call it, but doesn't matter because TNC will be securing another tower on the top lane. So
The
yeah,
only
let's
problem
see.
for Neon's draft is they do not really have a hard carry that scales with farm. Yeah, they have Leshrac, but a Leshrac can only do so much compared to an Alchemist, right? So they do not
But
really
there
have a
go,
hard hitter.
jumping in. Ooh, someone's gonna get boosted, Tims. So yeah, I guess that this would be good for for their lineup is good for pickups, because again there is a Nyx assassin who can really set a place. But the question is, how can they really fare well when it comes to a team fight, especially if it's the nighttime or the Dark Ascension is activated? How can they survive? Because again, for Techies, he is not the typical support that would be harassing the hell out of the enemy heroes carry or the support, because the only thing that they could really do here is just simple. This Techies really needs some time, lay out bombs in any possible choke points, and allow TNC to run toward the traps. But here comes the stun. Dragon Slave, then there you go. Tims will be finishing him off, even with that void coming from KP. Of course, it's gonna be Tims this time getting that kill. But here you go, one gonna take down Scam. Scam being chased, slowed by the void. Would there be a follow-up? Nope. No, not Johnwell. It's Yopach trying to lure him in, or should I say stun KP, but not gonna happen. No follow-up. So B, yeah. I mean, since we do know what's gonna happen here, I mean, do you think these two teams would still take this game seriously? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, they're just
Are you pick? There's a Techies pick. Okay.
they're just
Right.
I think they wouldn't really take this that much seriously, since this game doesn't really have any bearing anymore, since everything has already been decided after the first game of this series. Both are already at the top of each other's end of the leaderboards for the rankings for this tournament. So yeah, everything is already set in stone. They're just having fun.
There you go. Here comes a unstable concoction, but someone would be caught by that reality rift. Nope, not gonna happen. Ooh, someone got pushed by that boulder smash, and that's gonna be Gabby. Looks like Armelda would be coming in with one to target Play Hard, but however, Yopaj here is becoming the haunted. Oh, beautiful push there from the boulder smash. Question is, would he get away?
Whoa.
Yes, he would be using. Beautiful place there, using the rolling boulder just to escape. But here you go, he got spotted. Would he be spotted? Here comes the slow. Then the boulder smash again, once again. But here comes the Dragon Slave from Armel. Armel finishing off that naughty, elusive Earth Spirit in the form of Yopaj.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Okay.
Tower is under attack.
Another stun. They would want to go and take down John Wall. Yes, they will. Because with the help of with the silence coming from the Night Stalker, the vampire, crippling fear helped them secure that kill without being stunned, without any opposition coming from the next assassin. So yeah, once again, big shout out to all of our viewers here. Thank you very much for tuning in. Yep, we are still looking forward for us to, grow as a community. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. And yep, looks like the NC here will be transitioning on getting their the first Roshan for game number 2. Are not taking advantage of the attack speed he gets from his passive. But yep, Phoebe's gonna go down. I was about to say Phoebe, what the hell, but there you go. Looks like KP would go down as well. Here comes the reality rift, the stun from Armel, but John Noel would go down. Same goes for Playhard because he is being chased towards the rear. Tims would go down, Pop goes the Aegis, ready for round 2. Armel would be using his Dragon Slave to finish off Natsumi. 3 heroes down on both sides, but still TNC is keeping the pressure, keeping the momentum, doesn't give it up. Oh! Gabby going down with the bombs!
Yeah, he managed to kill the Lina's first life through the Aegis, with using those bombs. He also managed to kill the Io. But yeah, there are really so many bombs placed on the map.
Take down Febby once again with an earn charge as well towards him. He's gonna go down. Okay.
Boom!
With the bomb plays coming from Stem! My gosh, but no, looks like Armel will be avenging his teammates. Wants to take down Yopaj. Yopaj would go down. Just like that, and Tims would now be approaching to heal up Armel. Man, bomb plays coming in from Neon Esports, and yes, that is now being utilized to its full potential by Neon.
Yeah, while everything was happening on the side of TNC, they were roaming the map. Techies was just free to do whatever he wants. He's roaming the map, putting bombs at choke points on like roads or places where TNC usually smokes. Yeah, smokes up like the entry points for the smoke ganks.
Yeah, the choke points is the key, and yes, it is paying off for Neon Esports, and this is suddenly becoming dangerous for TNC, but they want to go and get Johnwell. Here comes the stuns. Crippling Fear is out as well. They want to take down Johnwell, but of course he would be stunned as well by Febby. 4 versus 1 is just too much. That's a massacre. That's a GB, whatever. But Armel would also want to get a kill for himself. BKB is out, would not be hit by that stun. Playhard would be solo killed by Armel. They're on the top lane, also would be using his Laguna Blade.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So yeah, again to everyone, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's see. Hold on. Here comes the rolling boulder. They really want to get someone, but no.
Get out!
That bomb. Okay, KP would be silencing him. Would want to go and chase
luring
down.
him to the bombs again.
Bomb? Nope, not. He's not gonna bite the bait. They already know what's gonna happen this time. But here you go. Would want to use a boulder and smash. Boulder smash. Rolling boulder here coming from Yopaj. No follow-up coming from both teams. And they will go for a reset, but looks like Febby is trying to hunt someone. I guess they do see Natsumi. Yes, they did. And now Armel will be using that Dragon Slave as vision.
Disco
Would that
Pony.
be enough?
Run.
Yes, they do. Using the disco, but Natsumi won't be caught! Bombs out!
Wrong turn.
Dragon Slave, and yes, playing the wrong turn. 4 heroes. 4 heroes from TNC. Yes, again, Natsumi is dying. And I mean, the rest of Neon Esports are dying because of, because of catastrophic plays, rotations coming from TNC, and they don't give a damn. Remember, this is Dota 2. This is a team game. If you got caught by 4 heroes, 2, 3, 4, or maybe a whole squad catching you, do not get mad because that is just how the game works. And that is being utilized by TNC. Looks like another stun, but would be stopped by that impaled, but would be able to use that unstable concoction. Gabby gets that kill toward him, and now that will stop not the team. Actually, it will stop Neon Esports or Skim from applying or using once again.
So unfortunate.
That's a nice use move. Use coming from Armel to stop it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are falling.
And now TNC would like to close the game, saying, okay, we had enough playing. It's nice to know you, nice to play with you. Let's take the tier 3 towers. We don't give a damn anymore. Let's just finish this matchup. I guess that's what are on the minds of TNC. They don't give a damn if there's a techies. They don't give a damn if there is a hard-hitting, magical damage-giving Lashrak. They do not give a damn as well if there is Yopaj who's playing the Earth Spirit, who's very elusive, playing on the mid lane, but there you go, using the Boulder Smash. And wants to stun. There you go. Here comes the stun and the setup. Follow-up stun. Follow-up stuns. LSA is out, but here you go. Here comes Gabby using that stun. We want to go and chase down who? Yopaj. But who's going to go down first? Player, it's going to go low, and yes, Yopaj is going to go down as well. Now BKB is activated by both Gabby and Armel. One take down their first racks. Out goes the bombs. Again, another Eo Spike Strike away. Trade of stuns, but no, John was gonna go down, and out goes the buybacks coming from both the supports. While the rest of TNC would be falling back, that's gonna be okay. We had enough. We already got our objectives. That will be enough. We will be retreating for now and getting the resources on your jungle. And that's what's happening right now for TNC. And look at that 23k gold lead for the Alchemist.
Yes, Neon doesn't have a flash farming hero, so the net worth will just be outrageous.
Hold on, here he goes. Someone's flying again, but here comes the star follow-up. Armel would now be late to rest, but looks like Gabby's cleaving damage, and also the acid spray will be taken down. Yopaj, who's going to go down next? Febi going low, will be taken down by Natsumi. Natsumi going low as well, but would still want to trade against Gabby. KP trying to chase, play hard. Looks like the machine gun combo of LA Fury is back, but still, it is not over. Here comes the stun. Would want to stun. Oh, would want to stun Johnwell, and Johnwell got bursted just like that. That's Scam jumping to get a kill, but he would pay the price for that as well. And Player's gonna go down as well. 4 heroes down the side of Neon, but still Natsumi is playing with the bombs. Would still want to lure everyone, and that's gonna be Tims and Gabby, but no, that is useless because Gabby has Tims to sustain his life, and now they would transition to get another tier 3 tower, second tier 3 tower for TNC, but they are not stopping. They're hungry. They want for more. And man, this is an endless clash. Looks like Tatsumi will get bursted again. Same goes for Baby. Gabby would want to go and chase down Yopaj. Yopaj going low, but with that, okay, it's actually the Ignite that will finish off Yopaj with the help of Captain / Coach Febi, who will be taking him down.
Enough of this. We are ending it, says Gabby.
Leonard Anthony Subak, yes, we are. Yes, he's already, we've already informed me. This is the last day of the group stages. It will be finishing off the or should I say, covering the last matchup between Team Dog and Motivate.Trust. But here you go, transition, getting the tier 4, and okay, that's it. Out goes. Okay, GG was already called by Neon Esports, and yes, we do have, ladies and gentlemen, the top 1 seed of the group stages of the competition. It's gonna be TNC reclaiming the throne. But would they be able to reclaim the throne by hoisting the championship for this tournament? Of course, one way to find out, let these teams battle. So yeah, now 8 viewers. Thank you very much for tuning in again. We are gonna be doing live coverage for the BTS Pro Series Season 4. Again, the more the merrier in the chat. Please do like, share, and subscribe. We are coming back from the ashes. This is the casters from iSky TV. Before, when I Sky is still alive, of course. But yeah, that's a long story. Again, this is LA Fury and Havoc, now known as Batusama Mimbi. So yeah, tell me your thoughts about this best of two series. They just had fun on game number 2, but it looks like TNC was not playing games with Neon Esports.
I think they were just taking it seriously, but yeah, um, they've already proved where they stand in the standings for the leaderboard. So everything is already established in terms of their score and um, their placing in the tournament. So they will now be playing from the upper bracket, and Neon will sadly be playing in the lower
Mhm.
bracket. But let's not get our hopes down for them, since they might surprise us in the lower bracket, right? We might see them go all the way to the grand finals in this tournament, even though coming from the lower bracket. We'll never know.
Mhm. But yeah, I guess that's gonna be it for now. Yes, please do keep on tuning here on our live coverage on Cancer Dodo TV. Again, this is gonna be the final day. Coming right up will be the last battle for the group stages. And yes, I know you guys are excited to see who is gonna win the tournament. But yep, let's just wait a little longer. Another few matchup, another best of 2 matchup, and we would really see who would emerge to stay on the upper bracket and the lower bracket. But this is confirmed already. TNC, Fnatic, and T1 is already confirmed on the upper bracket. On the lower bracket, what is already set in stone would be, of course, Neon Esports, who just face off against TNC right now, and TNC securing a 2-0 win. So yep, I guess the coaching of the Korean players, former Korean players of MVP Phoenix and MVP Hot 6 is really paying off. And now they do have Feby standing in at position 5, their captain and also their coach playing with them, and they are really showing results. This is really looking good for TNC. I do hope that yes, they do manage to keep it. But yeah, by the way, some um some updates, by the way. Yes, indeed, it is a set in stone. TNC Fnatic T1 would be proceeding on the upper bracket. Execration is still um Execration's standing. It could be questioned here as well, especially if Team Dog managed to win this best of 2 series with a 2-0 win against Motivate.Trust, because Vice Esports and Neon Esports are now guaranteed to start on the lower bracket. So it's gonna be a decision. It's gonna be I mean, this final matchup would decide if Execration would continue on the upper bracket, or is it gonna be Team Dog who's gonna be grabbing that from them. But yeah, I guess they can, because 6-8 for Execration for the score. Team Dog is at 6-6. So if Team Dog managed to, let's say, get at least one win on this next series, they would go to the upper bracket. Coming from, I mean, if we're gonna be checking the scores, because that means Team Dog would get 7-7, Execration 6-8. But yeah, for Motivate Trust, mm, if they manage to win a 2-0 win as well, yeah, that they could end up on the upper bracket as well. So yeah, it really depends on who's gonna win. I guess whoever wins this, uh, or even if it's a draw, there would be someone taking the place of Execration on the upper bracket. So yeah, once again, this is gonna be yours truly, LA Fury, with my man B on the analysis. We'll be taking a quick break, guys. Be right back. Stay tuned and do not forget to like, share, and subscribe all live stream here on Cancer Dota TV. Ciao for now, boys.